Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is my mid task for semiotics, and I want to describe my mind mapping for meeting 3. Here, if you can see, this is the Persian models. The Persian models, at around the same times as Ashur was formulating his models of design and of semiology and laying the foundation of structuralist methodology. Across the Atlantic, closely related theoretical work was also in progress as the pragmatist philosopher and logician Charles Sanders Peirce formulated his own models of design, of semiotics, and of the taxonomies of sign. In contrast to Saussure models of design in form of a self-contained diet, Peirce offered a triadic three-part model of consisting. Peirce says he is described. The Peirce is formulated his own model of design to a three-part model consisting. There is a representment, interpretant, and object. What is that? The representment is the form which design takes, not necessary materials, though usually interpreted as such, and it's called by some theorists the sign vehicle. And interpretant, the sense made of the sign, not an interpreter, but rather the sense made of the sign. And the last but not least is an object. An object is something beyond the sign to which it refers a referent, or the sign to which is reverse cavern. Peirce triadic models representing sign. The representment in Peirce theory is the form the sign takes, which is not necessarily a material or concrete object. Peirce was interested in the signifying element of a sign and emphasized that not all the elements of a sign are necessary or carry the same weight in its interpretation. Thus, in his view, it is not the sign as a whole that signifies an object, but those elements most crucial to its functioning as a signifier. For example, a stop sign may have a white border, but that part of the sign is not crucial to the message "stop here now." We will be able to interpret the sign if that border were absent or if a black border were used instead. The representment is similar in meaning to Saussure's idea of signifier. For object design, an object is the referent to which the sign refers to, also known as the sign vehicle. It is important to understand that it does not have to be a material object. As with the sign of representum, not every feature of the object is relevant to signification. Only specific elements of an object enable a sign to signify it. For Peirce, the relationship between the object and the sign that represents it is one of the determination. It is the object, entity, or socially agreed concept that determines its sign and its successful signification. The idea being that the object imposes definite constraint that a sign must adhere to if It is to represent that object and form the correct interpretation in our mind. Okay. And the subservient term signifier and signified. There is a three aspect of signifier and signified by Saussure. There is a symbolist or symbolic, icon, and also index. What is that? For symbolist or symbolic, language in general like alphabetical, letters, words, phrases. And for icon, directly resembles the object. And last but not least, it index sign. The signifier is caused by the signified. Turn around your teaching, solving language learning difficulties between the rephrasement, the interpretant, and object semiosis. For example, in Peirce models, the stop sign, the rephrasement consists of a red octagonal board mounted on a pole containing the word stop in white lettering. The sign will be facing traffic at an intersection, and the idea, the interpretation of a ways, this sign will be understood to driver and pedestrian is that traffic must stop at this junction. The referent that the sign refers to is the action, stop. The act of driver stopping their vehicle is, in this case, is the object of the sign. Peirce, known for his pragmatist theories that we interpret symbols according to a rule, a habitual connection. The symbol is connected with its object because the symbol user and a sign exists mainly due to the fact that it is used and understood. Consider this the next time you pull up at an intersection. Okay, thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.